Greetings, grasshoppers. This is RJ. I was a minute late. Today, we're going to talk about something beautiful. As you know, Tuesdays is centered on getting people into the chatbot. Thursdays is we talk about what to do once people are there. So today, getting new eyeballs. That is the focus of our show. And we're going to talk about one specific way to do that. And that is with challenges. Now, what's a challenge? If you are a coach or consultant, maybe you don't know, but a challenge is when you paste across the internet that you've got a 7-day challenge to lose weight, eat healthy, get more fit, drink more water, get rid of the things that are holding you back. All of the 5 to 7, 3-day challenges, 5-day challenges, 7-day challenges, 30-day challenges out there. This is what I'm talking about. And most people, what they do with these challenges is they'll issue it into a Facebook group, give some directions there, maybe drop a PDF or something like that, and then basically kind of ask people to report in. That is exactly what I used to do. I used to run a group called the Dojo, and it was filled with people who were, making their lives better through better productivity. And so we had some productivity challenges, and I would drop those in the group. People would kind of initially, I would have a lot of people join, and then I'd kind of have some people drop off as the challenge progressed. And I think that's pretty normal for people. The hardest thing about running one of these challenges is getting participation. Honestly, you don't go through all the work of making a challenge just so you could have that, major drop off in the middle of the challenge. You don't do that. As a person who's issued one of these challenges to get more eyeballs to your products and services, you want people to succeed. You know that you can help them make a transformation. You've gone to all the work of drawing up the product, and now here you are, and nobody's participating in the challenge. That can be a real hard thing. That can be a hard pill to swallow. So, first of all, why would you... what's a challenge centered around? Generally, it's just something that people want to change. Okay, they want to change their weight. They want to change how many hours they spend at a computer. They want to improve a relationship. They want to let go of a different relationship. It's all, pretty much anything under the sun that people want to change about their lives. A challenge also introduces people to your business, to the style that you have, to, if you're a coach, your coaching skills. A challenge really works to help people kind of get vulnerable, help people change some stuff about themselves that they don't like. And at the end of it, there's a call to action. There's a class to take generally. There's, if you're not in a group already, there's a group to join. There's usually something at the end of that that's a call to action to get people just a little bit deeper involved with you. Basically, it's to show off your skills, give people some value, and see who comes back to you. And so normal marketing stuff all applies, right? Who uses these? A lot of coaches, a lot of consultants issue these kinds of challenges. Why? It's just a perfect scenario in which you get to show off your stuff. But again, if folks aren't participating, then that can be really difficult. That can be, I know personally, it can be, why isn't anybody showing up for this thing? Why, do people not like me? What's happening? I know that there's a lot of self-doubt that goes through when people don't tend to join the challenge for whatever reason. So, why people do these challenges? It creates an accountability. Why would you do it in a bot, though? It works fine in Facebook groups, right? Why take all of that material that you've already done and put it into a bot? First of all, It's now perceived to be a one-on-one conversation. It's just you and that person. The group isn't involved. The group isn't involved when you're getting vulnerable, admitting stuff about yourself you don't like, talking about, the problem that you're having and the ways that you've tried to solve it already. Some people are just, hey, open book, let's get it going on, and they will share that stuff in a group. Bully for them. That is awesome. I'm kind of a shyer type. And I understand if you're kind of a shyer type. And I understand my potential clients who are also the shyer type. So putting it inside a bot will offer people a greater chance to open up about themselves. And it'll offer you a greater chance. If you're a coach or if you are a service-based business, it'll give you a chance to provide the kind of one-on-one interaction that really helps people know if they want to be part of your tribe or not. Teresa says, I struggle with participation. Oh, absolutely. I post in my group daily and get nothing. I like the idea of reaching people directly. Love that sentiment. And you know what? Even when you're posting in a group and it feels like nobody's answering, people still generally read the question. Sorry, my mowing guy, totally here right now. Welcome to live streaming, people. Anyway, you're posting the question in the group. People are still reading it and associating you as a problem solver of whatever problem that you are trying to solve. And that is great, except for when people turn off their notifications. I know it happens in every group. People are excited to join. They visit heavily for a couple, 3 weeks, and then they're like, well, I got other places to be. They get distracted, whatever. So people turn off those notifications. So you're really only reaching about 1/10 of the people in your group. I understand. Bots are created to kind of reach through that fourth wall a little bit. Bots are created so that you can check on people's progress during a challenge. How you doing on that thing that you said you'd do today? How you doing on that thing that you said you'd do last week? These are the kinds of questions that people will remember that they made a commitment, perceive that, absolutely it's a one-on-one private conversation, and start answering those questions, good, bad, or ugly. Teresa says, see, and I feel like that's what has happened. Tell me more, because I lost the place in the, is that what's happened in your Facebook group, that you've issued these things and just nothing coming back? Aaron says, hey, RJ. Hey, Aaron, caught your show today. It was fabulous. I love Be Live. It just allows us all to connect on such an awesome basis. Robert says, just wanted to say, hey. How are you? Got to run, but we'll watch replay. Well, thank you, Robert. We always enjoy your venerable presence. I don't even know what the word venerable means. I'll look it up later. Anyway, so bots, how can they help you get more participation? Again, you're only issuing these challenges so that people will bring about a transformation in their lives. These are methods that are tried and true. It's just getting people to participate. Part of participating in a public group is the public part. So switching it into a bot. How would you do that? How would you issue a challenge in your bot instead? Did you know that in your bot that you can use video? Love video in a bot, everybody. Keep it short, keep it under 4 minutes, but love video in a bot. People bond with you. People get a sense that you care about them, and I care. I care about everybody who entered. I care about my tribe and my community. Whether you ever pay me or not, I care about you. And that is so easily comes through on video. You can also use just an audio track. If people are audio people, they like to do this, they like to listen to things while running. Maybe it's a motivational type challenge that you're running, that you're currently doing. So, people listen while they do other things. giving an audio challenge is so awesome because they can listen to the challenge and do something at the same time. If your challenge is a physical challenge, you can get them running on the treadmill. If the challenge is something technical like inbox zero, if you're issuing it in an audio way, people can inbox zero while they're listening to you. It's excellent stuff, the audio. You can also use text. That's generally how people issue challenges. And special awesomeness from ManyChat, you can also have them download a PDF. So this is what I do when I'm issuing challenges. I will start off that daily message with a video. I will follow that up with an open-ended question, so that I can get people, how did you feel about that? What do you think about that? Did you understand that? What are you going to do today? Some sort of an open-ended question that will allow people to think and reflect upon the video that you just watched. Listen, I'm an adult learning person. I teach at the university. I know all of the facts about how people learn, adult learning anyway. I know all of the stuff. And being able to get people to reflect on something that they just watched cements it in their head. So after the open-ended question, then I will give them the daily PDF that says, hey, this is what I want you to do today. This is the challenge for today or this week or however you want to run that. It's an excellent 1, 2, 3 punch for a challenge in a bot. So, never thought about doing a challenge via audio. Oh, I encourage you. And I know that you have a recording set up anyway, Miss Teresa. So go for it. That would be a great thing. And I know that you use Facebook audio as well. So that would be a great way to engage people too. Let's see. Yeah, the public part. So, right. Even if it's a private group, even if it's with people they know, people are so reticent to share when they don't know, when they have failed, what parts of their lives they don't want to call attention to. And especially, unfortunately, my darlings, if it's on Facebook, even if it's a private group, if it's on Facebook, people so don't want to share what makes them not tick. They don't want to share, even if they know intellectually it's a private group. Facebook is that place where people want to show all their shiny, happy selves. They want to show all the good parts. And so it's just a mismatch sometimes when you're trying to really get to know somebody, and you are, the experience of being vulnerable is so much better in a one-to-one setting. You coaches all know this. I know that you do. Let's see here. In reference to the notifications being turned off, trying to find a way to around that. I will let you know when there is a way. Currently not. I know too, though, that Facebook's doing a whole lot with groups right now. They're really trying to put some more energy back into that. We may see some improvements. As soon as I see that one, I'm going to let you know. Okay, very good. Let's do it. This is beautiful. You're awesome, Erin. I just want to take a second to say that. Good getting on that this week. Wonderful. Let us know how it turns out, because I think that is, I'm just discovering the world of audio myself. I am best friends with Alexa right now. Today I changed her name so that I can talk about her while I'm streaming, because boy, is that a pain in the butt. So use video, audio, text, PDF. Come at them in all of the different ways. If you want to, and this is extra gravy, right? But if you want to, ask them in the beginning how they'd like to receive the challenge. Would you like this video style? Would you like it audio style? Just make 2 options at first. See which path people pick, and then double down on that path. I do it all the time, and I teach people how to do it all the time. Okay, so here's some tips. Because I've been through a few of these, both myself and with clients, you want to test, test, test. Here's how you do it. 10 of your people. 10 people that maybe they are current client base, maybe they are in your demographic, but not a client. Maybe they're in your target audience. That's a better term, but maybe not clients yet. And a couple of friends who will tell you the truth no matter what and do not care about pulling punches. Run the challenge through with them first on a bot. Here's why. I and friends of mine have the tendency, because I know the material so well, I tend to give you too much material. I tend to give you too many things to do in a day, because in my head, I can do that thing in about a minute, and maybe it might take you 20 minutes to figure it out if you're new. Test, test, test. Do this for me. Yeah, brilliant. Ask the crowd what they want. Absolutely. How do you know you're creating value? Unless you do ask the crowd what they want. Absolutely. I like to think of it, Aaron, as choose your own adventure books. Perhaps you are not familiar. Perhaps you are young enough to not remember those. But I sure do. And I remember those things. I was 8 and I loved them because the story is partially created by me. I get to own that. That's a piece of property. You know what I'm saying? That's a piece of virtual property. I can be part storyteller in this story. And it's amazing stuff. So I was absolutely taken with it when I was 8 years old, still taken with it, because you can put that in a bot. You can have people choose their own path. And you know what? Every time you give them options, they feel like they're partly creating the conversation. They feel more invested, and you get honest answers. It's a win-win for everybody, my friends. Aaron loved those books. I'm sorry, Aaron, Teresa, you love those books. So did I. I absolutely did. Had a bunch of them, and just benefited from that so strongly. When you give people different paths to follow in a conversation they feel cared about, right? If you were sitting across from me and we were at a party and I wanted to talk about my complete obsession with Dungeons and Dragons, oh yeah, I'm completely obsessed. I could talk about it for hours. If we were having a conversation and that's all I talked about, and I'd occasionally let you have a word in edgewise, but it wouldn't change my track of the conversation, you'd leave in under 5 minutes. Most people would. It's a no-brainer. You offer people different branches of conversation naturally when you're having a conversation. You say something, you gauge interest. If they're interested, you move further along that path. If not, you offer them another path, or you listen to them a while and see where they want to go with the conversation. You can do this in a chatbot. It's a perfect place to do it in a chatbot. Okay, so test, test, test. When you're putting a challenge in a bot, do me a favor, find 10 of your friends and test. Why do I say 10? Because 10 will say, absolutely, I totally want to do that. 5 will actually do it. And three will make it all the way through to the end. Okay. And 3 to 5 is all you need to figure out the main, I will say bugs right now, that's a techie word, but 3 to 5 people will find the main user pain points in the bot. So that's what I know about that. Test, test, test. Here's the second one. Just don't do too much. Don't do too much. You want to measure out your tasks that you're asking them to do. Here's a good measurement. People can spend 10 minutes a day changing their lives. 15 maybe, 20. Now we're getting on the side of I think I've got something else to do. Now I have to plan out a 20-minute block. People will take 10 minutes to change their lives. People will take 10 minutes to surf Facebook. You can ask people to do something regularly that's a 10-minute a day task. Some people do their challenges like a 30-day challenge and like put a different spin on each week. If you're doing it that way, if you're not doing a daily challenge, then you can ask them maybe to do a little bit more during that week. If it's kind of spaced out a little bit like that. If you're doing an everyday challenge, if you're doing a visibility challenge or something like that, make sure that you put kind of a time frame on what it is that you're asking people to do. And when you're finished testing, you can get that feedback. Okay, did that take, how long did the activities take you each day? And then you can put that right in the activity for the day. Hey, this one should only take you about 5 minutes. Do this now. This one should take you about 10 minutes. Putting that kind of information in, letting them know how much time that they're going to spend increases participation. Okay. Loved D&D as a kid. I didn't go there at all as a kid. Didn't go there at all, but I'm telling you, as an adult, it's great for my creative brain. I'll tell you that. Anyway, that conversation another time. And here is my very best tip, and please do take this out and practice this. The best thing is if you can, try a challenge that you've already done with people. So say you've done a visibility challenge with people, you got some participation on it, it was nice. Taking what has already worked and transforming it into bot form is generally just a little bit more, especially if you're just getting used to writing messenger bots and things like that. It is a little bit easier to do because you're not having to create content too. You're just taking content that you've already used and you know that people like already. You know your crowd likes this already. Now, it totally can be done. It totally can be done to do a brand new challenge. That can totally be done too. It's just a little bit harder when it just takes a little bit more work, and that's all. Listen, I know that I am personally right now talking to people who are not shy about putting hard work into their businesses. That's why we're here. So it does take a little bit more work, but totally possible creating something brand new. Teresa says, my uncle was a dungeon master, which is how I got into it as a kid. Yes, conversation for another time. Oh, yes. Absolutely. It's my obsession when I'm not obsessed with bots. I have to switch, I have to have some variety in my obsessions. Anyway, so you can try a challenge you've already done for best results, because then the number of factors you are testing kind of shrink a little bit, if you know what I mean, or try something brand new. And here's the thing. A lot of times challenges in groups or like an email challenge or something like that, that's a challenge that is offered. Sometimes it's offered like everybody does it at the same time, especially if it's in a group. That's okay, today we're all going to do this type of thing, right? That's a wonderful thing. You can get a lot of eyeballs on your bot if you offer it that way, everybody doing it at the same time. But with a bot, you can also offer it what they call asynchronous. That means that anytime you get onto this path, you can take the challenge. That way, I love group challenges where everybody's grouping at the same time and doing stuff. The benefit of those is, of course, people are publishing their victories in the group. But doing it asynchronously means that you have more headspace to work with people on it, to add a little bit more into that process, according to if somebody is stuck, you can check on them. If somebody is, having a hard time or has dropped off, you can check on people. You can have the brain space to personalize it a little bit more if everybody's not doing it at the same time. The con, of course, is you don't get that group celebration unless you direct them in your bot to go post their victories in the group. Always useful. So, my friends, that is what I have on the bots today. Does anybody have any questions? Write your questions below. I also forgot to tell you, if you want to, every single time I go live, get a little notification in your messenger, type live below. Just the word live. And then Facebook wants you to type one more thing to get in. Please just, I got all the directions right there for you. But it is a way that you can, if you don't have time to attend the show, that is totally fine. You can watch the replay. And at the very least, if you don't ever actually attend live, you can get the list of topics and the list of videos. So should you want to binge style Netflix me while not actually having to leave Messenger, you can do that as well. So just letting you know, type live in the comments and you will get on there. Okay, Teresa says, can I integrate I think you mean a bot in my group or just in a page? Sorry if you covered that, I missed it. Well, my friend, they are just on a page right now. Maybe Facebook will do groups. I'm not sure. I tell you what, though, you can group people in Messenger, just not necessarily. It's a little bit of a workaround, couple 3 touch points to get that going. But as far as connecting your group like you connect your page, not happening right now, but I will let you know if that ever comes about. A bit, not a born. No, I totally understand what you meant. Fantastic. So that is what I have for you today. I will be going on the air again next Thursday. We're going to be talking about now you have people in there, what do you do once people are in there? And that's a very important point for a lot of you who have built something already. That's going to be a great show. Please do join me. Also in the Be Live group tomorrow, going live with Steven. You know me. We are talking about bots and live streaming. It's going to be a great show too. So please do join us there. That is 11 o'clock Central. And if you're best friends with Alexa, she's my best buddy too. I do a show on there called The Bot Signal. So do follow me in all of the places. Of course, you came at the end. Ryan Ridgely, hello. It's just lovely to see you, my friend. That was Ryan. I meant to promote that. What time was Steven tomorrow? 11 a.m. Central. And we broadcast specifically in the Be Live group because we love Be Live. We just do. You know it. So that's it for now, my friends. Thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, get a hold of me, message my bot, go to checkoutmybot.com if you want to get into my bot, or if you've previously typed live, you're already in. So fantastic. Let me show you that comment as well. Thank you, Aaron. You are delightful. That's all I have to say about that. And with that, I will end the broadcast. And my friends, I will see you in a bot.